Welcome, my friends. Welcome to another aimless adventure. Coming to you from North Georgia today. Check this out. Oh yeah, this is Expedition Bigfoot. I've been wanting to come here ever since I saw Jacob the Carpetbagger's video. So Jacob, thank you, my friend, for putting that out. You're the reason I'm coming to check this place out. And I'm a big nerd for Sasquatch, or Yeti, or swamp donkey, or skunk ape, or all these other names that the creature or affiliates of the creature is known by. So I think it's time we explore more of Expedition Bigfoot. Let's do it. One of the first things I noticed when I pulled up was a Nissan Xterra, because I have one, but it has that plate on it. And check this out. Now these here, those are reminiscent of where you'll find the Yeti. The rain's coming down, but that's not stopping people from taking selfies with Sasquatch over there. They better leave some beef jerky. You can find more information there. The Squatch is telling us to walk this way. Didn't know he was an Aerosmith fan. Have you seen any dudes that look like a lady? I don't know if he self-identifies as something other than Bigfoot today. This place is incredible. This is pretty cool. You can watch different films. Creature from Black Lake. This one's going on right now. The Wild Man of Kentucky. It's not about you, Uncle Dave, if you're watching this video. Or maybe it is.
You get more out of life when you go out to a movie.
Check out the sweet taxidermy little demon.
Show starts in 3 minutes.
Sweet looking possum. Something else up there. I think it's an owl. That's pretty sweet. There's a theater where you can watch various movies having to do with the creatures. That's pretty epic. This place is amazing. This area is a tribute to the native tribes of British Columbia and their dealings with the creature. This place is super cool. There's a whole section over here where you put headsets on. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to get in on some of that, but if I remember anything, I'll actually tell you what I heard. Or maybe we can try a little experiment. This one says that you can hear Bigfoots talking in their own language. Can't really hear too much now. Some leaves rustling. It's very hard to hear. Heard some kind of deep, diaphragmic, guttural grunting. This guy put out some recordings from the 70s. of the foot. Oh, check this out. The Yeti. It's no wonder they named a cooler after him. This rifle belonged to Fred Beck. That's him in the photo. This is the actual rifle he used in the Ape Canyon incident. And this depicts what went down. And you can see the creature making his way through. They're trying to board up that door with the axe. But oh boy there is about to unload on him if he can get to it. That's Winchester. I don't know if it's a 30-30. It's something bigger. Oh. It's that creeping in the window. Right before this went down, they heard something. It sounded like rocks being thrown against the building. And that's when the cabin started to shake. One of those guys, Hank, looked around, saw some kind of creature out front. And before you knew it, boom, it was coming through the door. So he grabbed a hold of an axe. At that point, Fred grabbed the firearm, lit him up like a Christmas tree, and he backed off for a minute. And they found out there was more than one out there. Hank was freaking out, screaming. Fred called them mountain devils and just started lighting them up. And then silence fell. Fred and Hank, exhausted, started talking to the creatures, singing repeatedly, "If you leave us alone, we'll leave us alone. If you leave us alone, we'll leave you alone. And we'll all go home in the morning." Throughout the night, they stood guard, wondering what was going to happen next. No one slept a wink, and in the morning, the creatures had gone. At that time, they had to make their way out. Comforting. Walk through the woods. After that, that's one way to jack up a poker game.
Deer, duck, crane, and beaver lurks a creature that walks upright. Whether it is a man, a monster, or a myth, no one really knows. What we 50 times since 1954, and that this creature.
The howls of the Sasquatch, or Boggy Creek. That's mildly terrifying. That's some more taxidermy little gray squirrels, or as they're known in South Carolina, the southern speed bump. According to this artwork, Bigfoot doesn't like hot chicks, but he loves the booze. I can't get enough taxidermy. Whoa, a Kachina Sasquatch. That's amazing right there. Mudhead may no longer be my favorite Kachina. Pheasant and that old school drake. Looks a lot more friendly when it's not in my barn. That's just wrong, man. Look at Squatch. Stole that dude's deer. Man, we take vacation to get that, and you just rip us off. Thug. Sasquatch is a deer thief. Hashtag Sasquatch is a deer thief. Oh yeah. Behold the skunk ape. There's a skunk ape foot impression. Check it out. There's some artifacts from the down chopper. Check out the epic battle between Squatch and Grizzly. Who do you think would win that one? Now, there's no doubt that if you're out there chowing down on a bunch of critters and other sort of things, you're eventually going to have to. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just in case you were wondering, there's some Sasquatch feces. Thanks for joining me on another aimless adventure from Expedition Bigfoot. This place is pretty cool. If you guys are ever in the area, you gotta check it out. I'll put all the links and everything down below so you guys can check it out. The sun is out. Don't know if the foot is out. However, you can like the channel, subscribe the vid, whatever I'm trying to say. Very baffled right now because this place was awesome. Social network links down below, t-shirts, Patreon if you want to help sponsor the adventures. And I'm thinking about doing a little something like that to the Xterra. What do you think? Until next time, Squatch on.